Hi friends, welcome to Informative channel. Let's go into the video.
Yeah.
Samsung M21 is the third best non-Chinese gaming phone. This is the Samsung M21 4GB 64GB variant. This phone has a massive battery of 6000 mAh. Now let's see some sample shots of this phone. The phone is having 48 megapixel rear camera and 20 megapixel selfie camera. This phone's color saturations are very good and natural. This phone is having a Super AMOLED display which is having 404 pixels per inch. The colors are very punchy and vivid and the blacks are deeper. Now let's see some gaming review. Now let's play PUBG. Let's go to the settings and put it in the highest possibly. Now enjoy the gameplay. The gameplay is very laggy in the time of landing. There are many frame drops. You can see. Since the gameplay is very laggy, let's drop the settings to high. HD HDR. This phone is handling the PUBG very nice in the settings of HD HDR. It is recommended to play in that settings. Samsung A50 is the second best non-Chinese phone for gaming. This is the Samsung A50 which is secured by Knox. This is 4GB RAM 64GB variant and this also have 4000 mAh battery and this phone is having a Super AMOLED display. This phone is having a in-display fingerprint sensor which is quite slow. It works 8 out of 10 times. You can see in the video the fingerprint works very slow. Now let's see some sample shots of this phone. This phone is having 25 megapixel rear camera and 25 megapixel selfie camera. This phone also having 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor. The colors are very good and natural. It also captures very good exposure. The shots are taken in rear camera. Now let's see some gaming review of this phone. This phone is having EXYNOS 9610 of 10 nanometer processor. This phone can handle the PUBG at the settings of HDR and Ultra. Enjoy the gameplay now. At the time of landing, there is no lag or frame drops.
A lot of people are landing over here. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Since this is a Super AMOLED display, the colors are very punchy.
Okay, so we have
That-
a flare gun as well. Let's fire it.
The gameplay is very smooth. At the time of driving the car, there was no any lag or frame drop. This phone has the recommended settings of Ultra HDR. Nokia 8.1 is the best non-Chinese phone for gaming. This is the Nokia 8.1. 4GB RAM, 64GB variant. This phone is having 3500 mAh battery and also 6.18-inch LCD display. And it is also called Pure View display, which is comparable with Super AMOLED. This phone is having glass back, which is not in the other phones at this price range. Now let's see some sample shots. This phone is having 12 megapixel rear camera of f1.8 aperture and 13 megapixel depth sensor, which is having OIS, which is a flagship feature. This phone is also having 20 megapixel selfie camera. The color reproductions are very good and natural. This phone is also performing well at the low light. Now let's see some gaming review of this phone. This phone is having Snapdragon 710, which is very good. This phone can handle the PUBG at the settings of high HD. Now let's go to the settings. Now enjoy the gameplay.
Welcome to PUBG Mobile.
At the time of landing, there were no lags or frame drops. The gameplay is very smooth at the time of parachute opening and landing. Enjoy the gameplay. Since it has Snapdragon 710, the gameplay is very smooth. There are no frame drops or lags.